Hello, and welcome to our final lecture of the semester. And for me, welcome to my final lecture as a professor of marketing here at Arkansas State University. This semester has been unlike any semester in history. And so I join you one more time from my home office here, where I've done countless hours over the past couple months of these lectures and discussions as we've done an all online environment. So with this video, you are each going to have an email that will tell you some more details about our final exams that are coming up over the next week. And you will also have my new contact information as I transition into being Dean of the College of Business and a Professor of Marketing at Idaho State University. And I want you to know that I'm always there to write letters of recommendation, to serve as a reference, and to help you all in any way that I can as you go forward in your professional lives. So as I sit here at the end of the semester and I think about my last lecture at Arkansas State University, I tried to think about what do I want to leave with you, what would I want to tell you if I just had one lecture left to do. So here are the three things. The first is, at the end of a semester of learning about marketing and sales, I want you to always do your best to use marketing for good in the world. We can watch right now on Netflix or all the streaming services that we have seen way too much of over this crisis. And we can see movies that show the dark side of marketing. Somebody selling something to someone that they can't afford. Someone trying to manipulate them to buy something that they don't need. And you see so often depicted the negative aspects of marketing. But what I know is that marketing can change the world in a profoundly positive way. All the tools that you learned about this class, all the things you read in a textbook or articles you read or lectures or discussions that we had in class, you can use all of those things for negative reasons, but you can also use those to have an incredibly profound impact. We talked about the Susan G. Komen Race for the Cure. We talked about the branding and the marketing aspects that if I had a pink ribbon on my shirt right now, that every one of you would know what that represents. And while that seems like a branding thing, it has also helped raise tens of millions of dollars for breast cancer research and breast cancer awareness. My mom is a breast cancer survivor, and so the dollars that marketing helped raise have helped her, have helped millions of people across the country. So you can use it for good. You guys know that I love the national parks and that my daughter and I are in a quest to try to see all 62 national parks before Sarah graduates high school in 5 years. Well, we've been to 40 of the national parks, and one of my favorite things to see at the national parks is a plaque honoring Stephen Mather. And Stephen Mather was a marketer through and through. And he came along, and in the early 1900s, when there was no National Park Service, there were a few national parks, but not particularly well taken care of. Stephen Mather used his marketing talents to raise awareness and raise funds. And it's because of his work and his team and their marketing abilities that in 1916 the National Park Service was formed. And now for 104 years, it has changed lives of millions of Americans, including me and my daughter. And you can think about, you can use marketing, all the stuff that we've talked about, to create jobs, to grow businesses that you're going to go work for, to help raise money for nonprofits, to fight any number of problems in our world. Use all of these tools for good. And if you do, not only will it help your career be better, but marketing can be a powerful engine as we come out of this economic challenge brought on by COVID-19 and for the rest of your careers. This won't be the last challenge that you or I will face in our careers, but it's something that if we use the things in marketing that can be great, and we can use those things for the good of our communities and our businesses and our families, then we'll all be in a better place. Second, in the book that my son and I wrote, my son Andrew, who just graduated from high school last week and will be attending the University of Oklahoma this fall, when Andrew and I wrote our book Round Tripper, which is about our visit or our journey to see all 30 Major League Baseball stadiums before he graduated high school, which we did. The last chapter in the book I titled, Know the Stuff That Really Matters. And so one of the things that I want to leave you with is know to yourself what really matters. Ultimately, no one can tell you what to do with your life or how to live your life or where to go to work, because ultimately it will be you. It will be your job. It will be your family. And think about what those things are. I often use the phrase, when I was the first year I was at Arkansas State University, I did a interview, a profile in Occasions magazine, great magazine. And we went through the whole interview, and they were asking me about being a new professor and moving to Jonesboro. And at the time I had a very young family. And at the end they said, "What's your life motto?" And I thought to myself, "Oh, I don't have a life motto. I don't know. I didn't know what to say." So I was trying to think real quick, and the best one I could come up with, and it's one I want you to I want to leave you with, is don't live a lukewarm life. You know, one of the things that I will tell you as you get older, and I say this as a 44-year-old man now, as you get older, you should try and live your life with the greatest possible sense of urgency. Tell people that you love them today. Do things today. Don't wait. Take that opportunity. And don't live a lukewarm life. If you're working someplace that you don't feel passionate about, if you're doing something that doesn't make you happy, I promise you the money will never be enough. I promise you that when you pull into your garage at night and you turn off your car and you go inside to your family or your friends or your children or whomever, if you are miserable doing what you're doing, it's going to be difficult to transition or to keep that sequestered from the rest of your life. So know what really matters to you. I will tell you, of all the things that go on in the world and all the great things that I've been able to participate with, at the end of the day, what matters most to me is my family. And my family matters to me. And second to that is being a great professor and helping my students be successful. And that's really where my focus has been. That's where my focus is today. And that's where my focus is going to be for the rest of my life. But determine what that is. Think about, plan what type of life you want to have, what you want to do with your life, and what impact you want to have on those around you and those that you love most. And the final thing that I want to leave you with is, please, whatever you do, don't lose your sense of optimism. So I'm sitting here talking at the end of a semester where halfway through we had to go completely online, where 30 million Americans have lost their jobs and tens of thousands have died because of the COVID-19 crisis. It is an incredibly trying and difficult time. And my thoughts and prayers are with everyone that's been impacted, and my thoughts and prayers are with all of us as we figure out what the new normal is going to look like and what the road back is going to be. But here's what I will tell you. I've now worked through three, if we count this one, three recessions. I was very much involved in and impacted by the telecom recession of 01-02, and we were all impacted by the Great Recession in 2007, 2008, 2009, and now the COVID-19 recession that we're experiencing right now. I will tell you that there will be challenges in your life. There will be things in your personal life that will be difficult. People will get divorced. People will lose friends. People will work for someone they don't trust or believe in. And what I will tell you is, for all of those things, at the end of the day, don't lose your sense of optimism. Here's what I can tell you. When I graduated high school, Andrew graduated high school last week. I remember graduating high school and thinking, boy, I loved high school. It's such a great experience. I hope that the futures, I had people who would tell me, they'd say, oh, those were the best times of your life. And I remember when I graduated from the University of Oklahoma, and I had people saying, I loved going to college and it was great. And we had great friends and I met my wife and we had this great experience. And people would say, those are the best times in your life. Here's what I will tell you. I wish I could go back and tell the younger version of myself, the best days in your life are still ahead of you. Those first jobs after college, as you start a family, seeing your children born, seeing your children graduate high school, being able to have an impact, a positive impact on your community and the people around you. Never lose your sense of optimism. Because here's what I believe. No matter what happens in the world, no matter how long this recession lasts, no matter whoever gets elected to whatever office, at the end of the day, our best days as Americans, as business people, as human beings are ahead of us. Treat people the right way, look towards the future, live with a sense of urgency, and never lose that sense of optimism that there's something better ahead. I have been blessed beyond my wildest dreams to get to spend 13 years at Arkansas State University and with all of you. And of all the great parts of being at Arkansas State University, being in Jonesboro these past 13 years, the single best part professionally has being able to teach and work with and share my life with thousands of students at Arkansas State University. From those first students who were in my class in August of 2007, when I wasn't really sure that I knew what I was doing, to all of us now who you've had to experience class kind of from my home office here. For all of you students, for all of the students that I've got to be a part of your educational experience in your life, thank you. You all have incredibly bright days ahead of you. I hope you remember how proud I always am of you and how thankful I am that I've gotten to be here with you. And please know that at any time in the future that you ever need me, please reach out to me. You'll have my new contact information, and I am excited and look forward to helping all of you however I can in the future. Thank you all for letting me be part of your lives. God bless you. And for the last time that I'll say, go Red Wolves. Thank you all so much. Have a great day. Look forward to visiting with you soon.